This is your Weather Xtreme video for Thursday, June the 26th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. We'll be doing one a day for the next week and a half or so as James Spann is on vacation. There's a look at the Skycam network this morning from the Fayette Skycam, and we have a bit of a cloud deck across much of Alabama this morning. We can see that cloud deck also on the Trussville Skycam. In addition to that, there are at least a few showers around, and additional showers may develop as we see a weakness in the upper air pattern aloft. That upper air pattern is showing this weakness at the 500 millibar level. It's roughly about 20,000 feet or so. And that weakness adding to the instability of the atmosphere along with the heating of the day. There's not any particular fronts or anything in our area. It is just this kind of weakness in the upper atmosphere, kind of a little bit of a wave that is allowing showers to be pretty numerous, I think, today. Temperatures starting the day off in the 70s for most locations. Again, a little bit cooler in the northeast sections with the help of elevation. The widespread radar shows that we do have a good deal of showers already occurring across much of the southeastern U.S. It's still pretty scattered, but as the heating adds to this weakness aloft, I think that we'll see the showers become a little bit more numerous. Rainfall over the next 5 days is going to be all over the map, really. The QPF doesn't really take into account the fact that it's going to be scattered showers. So even though the showers will be more numerous, not everybody will get wet, or there's a possibility not everybody will get wet. I know I got missed the other day with some of those showers that were moving through the area. The main westerlies are very much to the north of us and over the north central United States. So the Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk area that extends from the Texas Panhandle northward across parts of Kansas, Nebraska, and the Dakotas up into Montana. And that area shifts a little bit to the east on day 2, which would be Friday. And then on Saturday, it continues to shift a little bit further east. So the main severe weather threat and the season for severe weather up around the north central United States. Tropical Atlantic is quiet at this time, and nothing is expected over the next 5 days. The Pacific, not quite as quiet, as we see an area of cloudiness that could develop over the next 5 days. All right, let's take a look at the 06Z GFS model run. And there's the 500 millibar pattern for today, and you can see that weakness aloft over the lower Mississippi River Valley, and that weakness pretty much stays in place. It's migrating, changing a little bit, but it's migrating eastward, but it stays in place through Friday. And so I think once again we just see that the showers and thunderstorms will be a little bit more numerous, a little more widespread, coverage a little bit greater. By the time we reach Saturday and the weekend, that weakness is not nearly as evident, and so I think by Saturday and Sunday we're going to see a reduction in showers. Still the possibility that showers will be around. When we get out to Sunday, we can see that the ridge over northern Mexico is getting a little bit stronger, and the westerlies still up, in extreme south central Canada. And so that should mean a little bit of a reduction in shower coverage for us over the weekend as we get back to something a little bit more what you might describe as routine summer weather. The ridge builds stronger on Monday and on Tuesday, and so the westerlies are very far north across the Great Lakes. So it looks like we'll have primarily some of those daytime showers, mainly along the Gulf Coast with the sea breeze effects, and still probably very low coverage, just isolated showers as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday, and that will mean that temperatures also with that ridge will climb up into the lower 90s, maybe even some spots getting into the mid-90s. When we get out to Wednesday, we do see the westerlies plunging a little further down into the Ohio River Valley, and so that means that we could see once again another increase, but for now I think the ridge is holding pretty strong. And when we take a look out into the very end of the period around the Friday the 4th, we can see that little bit of a troughiness over the eastern half of the country, but the GFS is not suggesting a lot of showers in our vicinity. And we can also see the possibility of some tropical development over in the Pacific. Going out into Voodoo country, and we drop back to the 0Z run, we can see that the GFS is suggesting the ridge will become a predominant factor. As we get out around the 6th of July and then around the 11th, we can see that the same is true as we have a big ridge centered basically over the Mid-South area of Arkansas and Memphis and Missouri. That'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this morning. Expect to have the next one posted first thing on Friday morning around 7:30 or 8. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog for the latest updates on the weather. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great day and Godspeed.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.